Hello, and welcome everyone to the Conscious Mind channel. I'm Jordi, and today I have the pleasure of taking you on a very special journey through our new series, the ZEN Path, a journey towards consciousness in dreams. This series is designed to guide you into a deep state of relaxation and learning as you prepare for sleep, or even while you sleep. Our journey will begin with a focus on mindfulness and deep relaxation. I invite you to find a comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without interruptions. You can turn off the lights or light some candles. Whatever you prefer to create a peaceful atmosphere. I suggest using headphones for a more immersive experience. As we progress through each episode, we will explore 8 fascinating chapters, each with its own Zen story and teaching. These stories are not just tales. They are powerful tools designed to bring you to a deeper state of consciousness, even while you rest. You will discover lessons about serenity, change, patience, self-knowledge, wisdom, silence, open-mindedness, and our connection with the universe. As you listen, I invite you to breathe deeply, to let go of the day's worries, and to allow yourself to fully immerse in each story. Imagine the landscapes, feel the emotions, and reflect on the lessons presented. Each story is a step on the path towards greater awareness and inner peace. At the end of each episode, we will spend a few minutes meditating on what we have learned. These moments of reflection are crucial for integrating the teachings into our daily lives. Remember, the Zen Path, a journey towards consciousness in dreams, is not just a series to listen to. It is an experience to live. I am excited to share this journey with you and eager to hear how these stories impact and enrich your lives. So without further ado, take a deep breath, relax, and prepare to embark on this journey of consciousness and peace with mindful mind. Let's begin. Imagine you're entering a beautiful Zen garden at dawn. The fresh morning air caresses your face, and the first rays of the sun filter through the trees, bathing everything in a warm golden light. Your feet gently tread the stone path, and each step takes you deeper into a state of peace and serenity. Around you, there is meticulous order and beauty. The stones are carefully placed, the trees precisely pruned, and every element of the garden seems to be in perfect harmony with everything else. You pause for a moment to observe how the shadows play among the leaves and listen to the soft murmur of the wind. As you walk, you meet an old Zen monk who is tending to the plants. With slow and deliberate movements, he waters the flowers, trims the branches, and sweeps up the fallen leaves. He does everything with a mindfulness that you find fascinating. Each action is an act of love and respect for the nature around him. The monk notices your presence and with a warm smile invites you to join him in his task. As you start to help, you realize that every movement, every moment in the garden is an opportunity to be present, to connect with the here and now. The monk teaches you that each plant, each stone, every element in the garden has its own story, its own place in the universe. He talks about how caring for the garden is a way of caring for oneself, how attention to small details can lead to a deeper understanding of life. As the sun rises higher in the sky, you feel your mind clearing, your worries fading away. In this garden, in the company of the monk, and surrounded by natural beauty, you find a sense of peace and tranquility that had been eluding you. The monk, with a soft and calm voice, shares with you one last teaching. In mindfulness, in being present in each small act, we find true serenity. Like this garden, our mind can be cultivated to reflect beauty, order, and peace. As you prepare to leave the garden, you take with you this sense of calm and the wisdom of the monk. And as you walk away, you know you can return to this place of serenity at any time, simply by closing your eyes and remembering the feeling of the sun on your skin, the sound of the wind among the leaves, and the peace of the Zen garden. Imagine you're on the bank of a river, right at the place where it begins its journey from the high mountains. Feel the coolness of the water on your feet and how the sun shines in the clear sky. The river murmurs softly, inviting you to follow its course. With each step along its banks, observe how the river changes. At first, it is just a winding stream, flowing quickly and with youthful energy. The stones in its path create small whirlpools and waterfalls, and the sound of the water is a constant melody. As the river descends from the mountains, it widens and flows more calmly. It passes through forests and meadows, reflecting the blue of the sky and the green of nature on its surface. Watch the fish swim in its clear waters and the birds dive for food. Listen closely, and you can hear the stories the river has to tell. Stories of distant lands, of seasons that come and go, of the rain and sun that nourish its course. each bend and meander teaches you about flexibility and adaptation, about how to flow with changes, accepting them as a natural part of life. Continue your walk and see how the river joins with others, growing in strength and size. These encounters remind you of the importance of connections and relationships, how each meeting in life can enrich us and make us grow. Finally, you reach the mouth of the river, where it meets the vast and powerful sea. Here, the river completely surrenders, dissolving its identity into something much larger. It is a moment of profound release and understanding of the interconnection of all things. As you watch the horizon, where the river meets the sea, you feel a sense of peace and wholeness. The teaching of the river is imprinted on your heart. Life is a constant flow, a journey of transformation and union with the universe. And just as the river surrenders to the sea, you too can flow with life, embracing each change and moment with acceptance and trust. Imagine you're on an ancient path, winding up to the top of a majestic mountain. The path is surrounded by lush nature, and as you ascend, you can feel the freshness of the mountain air filling your lungs. You start your ascent alongside a Zen master whose presence is calm and serene. Despite his advanced age, he walks with a grace and firmness that denotes a deep connection with each step he takes. The path is steep and rocky, with obstacles you must overcome. Sometimes, the loose stones make the path slippery, and there are moments when you must use your hands and feet to climb. The Zen master, ahead, shows you how to face each challenge with patience and determination. He teaches you that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn and grow. As you progress, you realize that the mountain is like life itself, full of challenges and difficulties. But also, like the mountain, there is beauty and moments of profound peace. You stop from time to time to admire the view. Green valleys, bright rivers in the distance, and the blue sky that seems infinite. The Zen master shares with you ancient wisdom about patience. He explains that, just like the mountain has remained firm for eons, facing wind and rain, you too can find inner strength to face life's challenges. Patience is not just waiting, but knowing how to act at the right time and how to persevere with calmness and understanding. Finally, after After hours of walking, you reach the top of the mountain. From this height, the world seems different, more peaceful and harmonious. You look down at the path you've traveled and feel a deep sense of accomplishment and gratitude. The Zen master sits with you at the top, in silence, allowing you to absorb the magnitude of your journey. In this moment of quietude, you understand that true patience is much more than enduring. It's appreciating every moment, every step, and finding joy and wisdom in the journey, not just in the destination. With the descent, you take with you not just the experience of the ascent, but also a renewed understanding of patience and perseverance, essential tools for your journey through life. Imagine that you are on a path leading to a mystical forest. As you venture deeper, tall and ancient trees surround you, creating a sanctuary of tranquility and shade. This is no ordinary forest. It's the mirror forest, a place where each tree reflects aspects of your own mind. As you walk, you encounter a tree with twisted and tangled branches. Observing it, you realize it mirrors your own fears and internal doubts. The way the branches intertwine represents the complexity of your thoughts when you're worried or anxious. You pause for a moment to contemplate this tree, acknowledging and accepting your fears. Continuing your journey, you come to a clearing where a tree with bright leaves and abundant fruits stands proudly. This tree represents your strengths and achievements. Its robustness and vitality reflect your ability to overcome challenges and the abundance of your spirit. You feel filled with gratitude and confidence, seeing this reflection of your positive qualities. Further on, you find a tree with exposed roots, deeply rooted in the earth. This tree symbolizes your past experiences and the lessons learned. The exposed roots remind you that although some experiences may have been difficult, they are the foundation of your current wisdom and understanding. In the heart of the forest, you encounter the most unique tree of all. This tree has a mirror in its trunk, reflecting your exact image. As you look into it, you are invited to introspection and self-awareness. This moment is a powerful reminder that although the external world can offer lessons, the deepest understanding comes from within. As you leave the mirror forest, you reflect on the teachings of each tree. You understand that, like the forest, your mind is a complex and ever-changing landscape, full of beauty, challenges, and opportunities for growth. You feel grateful for this journey of self-exploration and realize that you can visit this place at any time, simply by closing your eyes and remembering the powerful lessons of the mirror forest. Imagine you're in an ancient village where cobblestone streets and wooden houses tell stories of times past. In this place, there's talk of an ancient lantern known as the Lantern of Wisdom, which has the power to illuminate the path of those who seek true knowledge. You begin your quest for this lantern at nightfall. As you walk through the silent streets, you feel a mix of anticipation and serenity. The stars shine in the sky, guiding you on your way. You arrive at an old house at the end of an alley. The door is ajar, inviting you inside. Within, you find a room dimly lit by candles. In the center, on a wooden table, rests the Lantern of Wisdom. It's an exquisite piece of art, with intricate designs carved into its metal and colored glass panels. As you hold the lantern in your hands, you feel a connection to the wisdom of past generations. Each glass panel represents different aspects of wisdom: knowledge, understanding, compassion, and discernment. The light emanating from the lantern is soft yet clear, illuminating your surroundings in a new and revealing way. As you explore the village with the lantern in hand, each path it illuminates offers you a lesson. One path leads you to a fountain, where the reflection of water under the lantern's light teaches you about the changing nature of life and the importance of flowing with it. Another path takes you to a garden, where the light reveals hidden beauty in the shadows, reminding you to look for beauty in the unseen. In a narrow alley, the lantern's light illuminates a wall with ancient inscriptions. Reading them, you understand that wisdom is not just found in seeking answers, but also in learning to ask the right questions. Finally, you sit in a quiet square with the lantern beside you. You reflect on your journey and realize that true wisdom doesn't always come from what is obvious or easy. Often, it's found in the depths of experience, in reflection, and in connecting with oneself and the world. With the Lantern of Wisdom in your possession, you feel a renewed confidence in your path towards self-knowledge. You now understand that this lantern not only illuminates your path, but also illuminates within, guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Imagine that you are at the threshold of an ancient temple, hidden in the depths of a tranquil forest. This is the Temple of Silence, a sacred place dedicated to the practice of silence and meditation. As you enter the temple, you feel the bustle of the outside world begin to fade away, leaving a space of calm and serenity. The temple is built with ancient stone and wood, resonating with the wisdom of the ages. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings that tell stories of monks and sages who have sought truth in silence. The air is imbued with a deep sense of peace, and each step you take resonates softly in the empty corridors. You meet an elderly monk whose presence radiates an unbreakable calm. With gentle gestures, he invites you to join him in the practice of silence. He guides you to a meditation hall where you sit on a cushion in front of him. Around you, other monks sit in silent contemplation. As you close your eyes and begin to meditate, the silence of the temple infiltrates your being. Initially, your mind is full of thoughts and concerns, but gradually, under the soothing influence of the environment, you begin to feel them dissipate. In the silence, you start to perceive sounds you previously overlooked. The soft whisper of wind through the trees, the distant song of a bird, the subtle creak of wood. You realize that silence is not an absence of sound, but an opening to a deeper form of listening. The elderly monk, without uttering a single word, teaches you that silence is a path to self-knowledge. In silence, you can face yourself, your true thoughts and emotions, without the distractions of the outside world. It's a space where you can hear the voice of your intuition and inner wisdom. As the meditation comes to an end, you feel a sense of clarity and renewal. The monk offers you a knowing smile, as if he understands the inner journey you have just undertaken. As you leave the temple of silence, you take with you the peace and tranquility you have experienced. You now understand that silence is a powerful tool for understanding the mind and the universe, and that you can access this haven of calm at any time, simply by closing your eyes and allowing yourself to immerse in the inner silence. Imagine that you are in a cozy tea room, surrounded by bamboo walls and soft lights that create an atmosphere of tranquility and warmth. In this place, you meet a wise tea master, known for his profound knowledge and his ability to teach valuable lessons through the tea ceremony. The master invites you to sit across from him at a small wooden table. In front of you, there's an empty teacup. He begins to talk about the importance of the empty mind, comparing it to the teacup in front of you. Just like this cup, the mind must be empty to receive. He says softly, if the cup is already full, it cannot accept more tea. The same is true for our mind. If it is filled with preconceptions, judgments, and constant thoughts, there is no space for new ideas, experiences, or learning. As he prepares the tea with meditative movements, the master explains how emptying the mind does not mean having no thoughts, but being open and receptive to what is, without prejudice or expectations. He shows you how each action in the tea ceremony is an opportunity to practice this mindfulness. From the way he holds the teapot to how he pours the hot water over the tea leaves. As the tea infuses, you watch the amber liquid filling the empty cup. The master points out this moment, highlighting how the cup, being empty, can now fulfill its purpose of containing the tea. Similarly, when you free your mind from unnecessary thoughts, you open yourself to new possibilities and experiences. Then he invites you to drink the tea, suggesting that you focus on each sip, savoring the aroma and flavor. This act of mindfulness makes you more aware of the present moment, allowing you to fully enjoy the tea experience. As the ceremony concludes, you feel refreshed and with a greater understanding of how an open and receptive mind can enrich your life. The tea master reminds you that, just as you return to the empty cup to fill it again, you can return to this state of open mind to receive new experiences and insights. With this lesson in your heart, you leave the tea room feeling a sense of clarity and openness. You now understand that, like the empty teacup, an open mind is essential for learning and growing on your journey through life. Imagine you are walking through a serene nighttime garden under a starry and clear sky. This is the Garden of Stars, a magical place where the beauty of the universe is revealed in all its magnitude. Around you, night flowers emit soft fragrances, and the cool night breeze caresses your skin. As you move forward, you are drawn to a clearing where an ancient telescope is carefully placed, pointing towards the starry sky. Next to it stands an elderly astronomer whose gaze reflects the wisdom of someone who has spent countless nights contemplating the mysteries of the cosmos. The astronomer invites you to look through the telescope. Doing so, you discover a universe of wonders, spiral galaxies, distant stars, and nebulas glowing with ethereal colors. Each celestial object you observe tells you a story about the vast and infinite universe in which we exist. As you marvel at these sights, the astronomer shares his reflections on the cosmos with you. He talks about the interconnection of all things, how each star, planet, and galaxy is part of a much larger whole. He explains that, just like the stars in the sky, each one of us is a small part of a grand cosmic tapestry, and that our actions and thoughts have an impact on the universe. He invites you to reflect on your place in the cosmos, reminding you that, although we are small compared to the vastness of the universe, each of us is unique and valuable. Like the stars, we have our own shine and path to follow. As the night progresses, you feel more connected to the universe and to yourself. The experience of being in the Garden of Stars fills you with awe and humility, reminding you that we are part of something much bigger and mysterious. The astronomer finally points towards the horizon, where the first glimmers of dawn begin to appear. As the night sky gives way to daylight, you realize that this garden and the stars will always be there, reminding you of the beauty and infinity of the universe. With a heart full of peace and a mind open to the wonders of the cosmos, you leave the Garden of Stars, carrying with you the sense of wonder and a deeper understanding of your place in the vast tapestry of the universe.